This is the shareable package exercise in JavaScript. I have the code open in Visual Studio Code. We are going to run through objective one. We're going to do that pretty quickly. We'll need to install the dependencies using npm, run our test case, which is basically just reversing a string as a function, and then run the test, make sure everything's working. Once we're done with that, we'll spend more time publishing the package out to npm and then consuming that package from another project. So let's dive in. So I'll start off, open up a command, and we will run npm I to install the dependencies. Take just a moment, there we go. And now we'll run the tests, npm test. We're running Mocha tests here. We do get a failure, which is what we'd expect. So let's go into the test and see what's going on. All we're really doing is creating a new instance of the mirror class, calling the reverse method on that class, giving it testing, and making sure that the reverse text equals testing in reverse. Right now it's having a problem saying mirror is not defined, so that's really just adding an import. Mirror is in main.js and it is exported, so we just need to add an import here. So we'll say import mirror. These brackets with the mirror is going to match the export, so that's going to be exactly the same. From, and then we'll say back a folder into the source folder main.js. Make sure to include the .js there. That should get us past that error, and it does. We're now on to the reverse. Reverse is not a function. In this file, it looks like a function, but we're actually using the old school syntax for this one. You could change this to be class mirror instead if you want to, and the code will work just fine if you wanted to do that. I'm going to keep it with the old school syntax. So we'll say this.reverse equals a function given some text. We're going to do something. Given the text, we need to reverse it, so we will simply return text.split on empty string.reverse.join on empty string. Let's run our test. All right, we're passing. So that completes objective one. We are done with basically getting the library to work. Now what we want to do is we want to publish this out to npm. If you do not have an npm account yet, go research how to create one. They're free. It's very worth knowing how to do that. My account, my username is lucentarychad, all one word. So I'm going to be using that today. Once you've got your account created, we're going to come back in and we want to scope this project to to your account name. I'm going to scope it to my name, lucentarychad. You would scope it to your name. We do that by opening up the package.json file, and in front of the library, you do the @ your username, so lucentarychad, or your username, and then /. So the / separates your username from the package. This means this package will be available specifically in your username. Since we're all publishing to the same place, we do want to scope these to our usernames. Otherwise, we're going to run into collisions because you could publish this publicly and we're all creating a mirror library. So scoping it to your username is going to make a lot of sense here. Now that we have that, what I need to do is log in to npm. So I can do npm login on the command line here. And this is going to ask me to open up a browser, so I'll do that. I'll show what this window looks like. So they've sent an email to my email address. Let me go and open that up in Outlook. There it is, got the code. I'm gonna paste that in. All right, should be good to go. Let's close this. All right, we are now logged in on this terminal window. So now I can publish, and I'm gonna do access as public so that we can use it somewhere else. So publish -- access public. Let's go and publish this out. Oh, and I have recently published this, so I'm going to change my version number. I'm going to increment it by 1, so it's going to be version 1.0.1, because previously I published this under my account. So let me publish this again. There we go. We're now on version 1.0.1. So here is the package name exactly as we need to import it into another program. So sometimes this does take a minute to refresh. So I'm going to go to the npm website, and we'll go into my account. Under packages, here is lucentarychad. You can see 1.01. When I click on this library, we have it up and running. So this looks right, 1.01. It looks like it's available. So now that that's available, we're going to create a new project. So I will do File, New Window. And I'm going to open this up in a very similar folder to where we were. So I was in White Belt Exercises, JavaScript. I'm in the source folder. I'm going to create a new folder here next to the mirror library. We'll call this libconsumer. All right, so initializing an npm project, we'll do npm init. It's going to ask for some questions. Most of these we can just simply say enter to take what's there. Keywords, author, I'll just put my email address in. License, type, this is going to be a module for my sake, and everything's good there. So So now that we have all that there, I can install the package. So again, I need to log in. So this terminal window is a different terminal window than we were using in the other instance. So I need to log in from here as well. So again, go grab the code from the email. Hasn't quite sent yet. Give me a moment. There it is. Got the code. Paste that in. I am logged in. All right, good to go. So now I can run npm I and then the name of the package. So at lucentarychad /mirror library. And I can do the specific version, or if I leave the version off, it should give me the latest. So we'll go ahead and install this. It has added that package to my project. And we can see that. We'll notice that under dependencies, it shows my library that I published, and now I can use it in this project. So we'll add a new file. Let's just create an index.js file so that we can run this. And we're going to import the mirror class. Now we need to find this. So we'll say from. It's going to help us out with mirror library. Normally you would publish classes at a root level, but we didn't do that. We left it where it is. So I need to go into source and then main.js. So it actually needs the file name as a part of this because of the way we publish this file. Now that I have that, I should be able to create a mirror object. And notice it is giving me an alias. And then we'll say reversed text equals mirror.reverse, and it is helping me out. It's finding the IntelliSense that we have with it. It's finding the method. So we'll say hello world. And let's just log that out. Let's run and see if we have it working. There it is in reverse. We have now consumed that library from the other projects. We published it to npm, and we've now consumed it. That concludes the shareable package project in JavaScript.